Small commentators are notoriously bad at covering predator allegations, not just because there's so many small commentators that it's more obvious that more are going to make mistakes, but also because they haven't established themselves as creators and are less trustworthy, also because normally when you're a smaller commentator you're either quite young, or because you haven't grown your channel yet because you're new to content creation, which is why we have so many situations where smaller commentators mess up very serious allegations and end up leaving themselves in situations where they get blasted by most of the community and they never gain back any of the credibility they lost. Today I'm going to be discussing a small commentator that is incredibly notorious for doing so and have made 2 videos making false allegations against 2 different people, and today I'm going to be looking at the Kaneko kitten allegations and their allegations against me, both of which they admit were basically clickbait. They started this situation with their Kaneko kitten video, which I saw because people were mocking it on Twitter, and when I clicked on this video it was even worse than I could have possibly ever expected. Inside of their Kaneko kitten video, they claim that Kaneko kitten is a predator, and they use it as a title card, and also in the title it says predator, because in Kaneko kitten's username, they have the words Kaneko and kitten.
So pretty much, guys, you may be looking at the name Kaneko kitten and wondering, what does Kaneko mean? Well, pretty much kitten just means kitten, as an animal, but Kaneko is actually a high school anime girl, which is, you know, pretty sexualized and stuff like that. You know, I'm not calling Kaneko kitten a pedophile, of course. I mean, I'm not implying anything. It's still pretty fucking weird, but yet again, man, I'm not implying anything.
Kitten meaning cat, obviously, and Kaneko meaning, according to this small commentator, a anime character that's sexualized and in a high school, and as such, Kaneko kitten isn't a predator, as they say. They actually say they're not calling them a pedophile, but they say that they only put that in the title because they find this to be weird behavior. Though, I'd argue that they should probably do more research. If you actually Google the meaning of Kaneko, it literally translates from Japanese to English to kitten. So, their username is actually kitten, but there's an anime character, who happens to have cat ears, who's also called kitten, but in Japanese words. This small commentator clickbaited this YouTuber being a predator in their title and in their title card of their video, and they claimed that based on the fact that this person had the word kitten in their username because they tried to base it on some backwards logic because they did one Google search to support their predator claim. It's very obvious based on the title that you should not make a title calling someone a predator when there's absolutely no research behind it, or if you don't even believe it. Because firstly, if someone judges books by its cover and they scroll through a channel page and they see a predator allegation, they're immediately going to think there's some validity behind them being a predator. If they were to look into the video, they'd see there's absolutely no grounds to base this claim on, but because most people don't, they window shop for videos. If they see that, they'll come away with the consensus that this person is likely a predator. You should not ever clickbait a predator allegation without any validity to the claim for views. Not only is it slanderous and probably could get you sued, but also it's just a really shitty and morally bankrupt thing to do if there isn't validity towards the claim. I get if you were discussing an actual predator allegation and grounds behind it, but if you, in your own video, admit there's no grounds behind the predator allegation and you're not even claiming they're a predator, you say that you're not accusing them of anything, you shouldn't put it in your title and clickbait it as a title card. However, Kaneko kitten is sadly not the only person this person decided to speak about, as after I made a tweet highlighting all the inconsistencies in their video, it was simply just a video clip where I went through everything and I went, yeah, this is made by an idiot who didn't do the valid research before making such a serious claim. They decided that they were going to release a video on me where they called me a groomer and they made a diss track on me. So today we're going to be responding to that video, looking into it, and seeing if this small commentator has done their research. But before I begin, if you're new to the channel, as I do with every one of my videos, I'd like to mention that you can go subscribe down below. I know many people do forget that button's there, so here's your reminder, go subscribe. I'm aiming for 50k by the end of the year. Also, feel free to check out my Twitter down below. You'll see clips like this, you'll see me arguing with people. It's just a fun time all round because I don't take the platform seriously. And also, feel free to check out my Discord if you'd like to have conversations like these, or give video ideas to me, or see whenever I'm making a video. With that being said, let's sit down and respond to their video.
Alright guys, welcome back to a brand new video. So guys, before this video actually starts, we actually have proof from a child that has been groomed by HarleyTBS. And we have actual concrete solid evidence that HarleyTBS is a groomer. So yeah guys, just listen to one of his victims.
If you were only to watch this part of the video and see the title, you would probably come with the takeaway that I'm actually a predator. You would see this video and think there was some kind of substantiated evidence behind it, until they provide the evidence.
So yeah guys, just listen to one of his victims.
HarleyTBS is a groomer.
So, surprise, I'm not a predator?
2 or 3 days ago, I made a video on HarleyTBS, and there's this one guy called Tiredcast. I don't know if you guys know about him. I mean, I wouldn't really be surprised if you guys have never heard this guy at all, because, you know, he is pretty irrelevant. And this Tiredcast kid pretty much made a tweet saying, "Commentators try not to spread career-ending slander, impossible part 2. And as you can see, I made a video called Chase Witherspoon, where I called Chase Witherspoon a pedophile when he literally called a 13-year-old girl sexy on the internet. And then, you know, I made a video called Kaneko Kid pedophile. And then there was this other guy called Cabelzon. I don't even know who this guy even is. And he pretty much made a tweet saying, "Commentators try not to spread career-ending slander, impossible." So, you know, I called Kaneko Kitten a pedophile as a joke. I don't think he really cares, to be honest.
It doesn't really matter whether it was a joke or not. If you're going to release videos with the title pedophile, you should probably think about whether the claim has substantiated evidence. Because if anybody that doesn't look into these videos sees that, they could come away with the takeaway that that person is a actual predator. You could affect people's actual channels by making that claims, and morally it's very wrong as a content creator to make false predator allegations for clickbait and views. I think most people would recognize that if you're genuinely that desperate for attention on YouTube, you're probably not someone that people are going to enjoy spending time watching.
And nobody cared in his server. I think everybody fucking realized that it was satirical. And, you know, I pretty much just made fun of him for, you know, putting his name Kaneko, which, if you guys didn't know, Kaneko is literally a name of a 15-year-old high school anime girl, which, you know, it's pretty fucking weird. I mean, it's pretty perverted, guys.
It still doesn't address the fact that that's not even the meaning of the word.
I mean, I'm not implying anything, of course, though. So, you know, about these tweets, HarleyTBS made a tweet saying, "Wait, didn't this guy make a video blasting me, say he could be more famous than me," which is true, and call me the worst drama channel ever, which is also true. I mean, right, if you take a look at all the drama channels, Drama Alert, for example, way fucking more entertaining than HarleyTBS or whatever the fuck. Scarce is boring, but I mean, I'd rather watch fucking Scarce's dull voice than HarleyTBS being like, "I'm a content creator." And then this kid responds to HarleyTBS saying, "You don't know how badly I want to make a video on this guy. Go ahead, make your video on me, I don't fucking care." Then HarleyTBS made a tweet saying, "Small commentators making pedophile allegation." Then people started saying, "It's pretty sad that you don't get the thumbnail was all clickbait. Stop judging books by their cover, please, bro."
There's a difference between clickbait and jokes and making predator allegations. Those two should never mix without clear clarification around them. There was no clarification in your video that the predator allegation you were making was not true. No matter how you take it, the title, the thumbnail, that clip, all of it comes together to make a very slanderous claim made only for clickbait. And while tries to hide behind the excuse that it's all jokes, I don't really think the dude is very good at taking jokes, as when I responded to this video saying I'm gonna look into suing him, which I'm obviously not, he shot me a DM about it, mentioning that I was gonna sue him and asking if I actually was, and saying that he thinks that's a bad idea if I was going to do so. It's very funny from the guy that thinks that predator allegations are very clearly jokes, without any clarification, sees my reply that says I'm gonna sue him, without any clarification it was a joke, and as such, he comes into my DMs concerned that I'm actually going to sue him. I find it almost ironic that the content creator that says that what they've claimed about other people is jokes can't take a joke when it's formatted in the exact same way.
I mean, this whole situation just shows you how fucking dumb the entire commentary community really is.
Or maybe it's not the whole commentary community, but you and your group of friends that are the problem.
According to them, I'd be the worst commentator. Well, I don't know if you really, thought about this. You know, I mean, this is pretty revolutionary. I don't know if you really thought about this, but, the title is over-exaggerated.
He highlights that his title happened to be a joke, and not intentionally serious, or actually supposed to be taken at face value. Almost as if, when I said that I was going to sue him, it was a joke and an over-exaggeration, and not as if I was actually going to do that. But he came to my DMs concerned anyway. It's almost as if people that aren't aware of the joke being made aren't going to see it as a joke.
Why do you still pay attention to these people, lol? I was bored. Well, I mean, I guess HarleyTBS's black dildo collection was lost if he's that bored. And then we
1-0 to the small commentator. fuck's sake.
So yeah, let's just react to HarleyTBS's new video. Let's just react to it and let's just like bully him or something. I don't know, I'm kind of bored. Well, HarleyTBS made a video called I Got wait. Diss track. Wait, guys. I think I'm gonna go ahead and hit up the studio. Hey. Yeah, I didn't want to do this, man, but like I just had to, bro. YouTube grind, man, every day, bro. Let's get it. HarleyTBS, you're literally a groomer. Suck my dick, you talentless zoomer. You're small and British, just like Flip64. You probably have a shitty childhood, abusive dad, and your mama's a whore. Your voice is literally the equivalent to the annoying orange. I can't handle your videos because of the cringe. I'm going to kill myself.
HarleyTBS, why you getting so salty on Twitter? Your ass is so bitter, they call my rhymes the defeater, and they call your penis the 2mm. Tired cast, but I'll make a video on Max when you're so fucking old, bruh, go pay your tax. You're an actual loser, no one loves you. You get bullied in school, just go fucking end it, bro. Now let me pass it to my good friend Joe. Joe Mama.
So in conclusion, this kid can't rap. I'm kidding. So in conclusion, what have we learned? Don't clickbait pedophile allegations, don't base your pedophile allegations on no evidence, and don't make several videos on people calling them pedophiles based on absolutely no substantial evidence as a way of gaining following online, because nobody will respect you as a content creator, nobody will trust the validity of your word, and absolutely nobody is going to ever respect you in the community. Add on to that the fact that if you ever become a big commentator, this stuff will be remembered and will be used against you, but also the fact that if you ever try and get a real job, they're gonna find shit like this. And I don't know many brands that are going to follow someone that does this type of shit and work with them. But with that being said, thank you for watching to the end. I do appreciate you supporting these videos that I make every single day at 6 PM GMT, 1 PM EST. Feel free to subscribe to the channel as I'm aiming for 50k by the end of the year. We're getting drastically close now, 48.6k, which is really amazing knowing we started this year at like 7k. Thank you for all the support. I really appreciate it. It does not go understated that I fucking love the bits out of you guys. You guys have given me a career and allowed me to make this my full-time job, and that's really cool. Feel free to check out my Twitter too. I'm actively learning from criticism in my Discord, and with that being said, I'll see you next time. Don't harass anybody on my behalf. Peace.
Says she wanna rock with a nigga like me. I'm a stylish guy. Spend a little guap with a nigga like me. We can catch a fly. Says she wanna rock with a nigga like me.